Well, hell, Grumpy Gopher here with today's topic, friends. Y'all ever see that show, Kids Say the Darndest Things? Well, I think I live a life of friends say the stupidest shit and have no common sense. See, I got these friends. We all got them. And some of them, just normal. But I got a couple of them that constantly say some stupid shit. I call them out on it every time they do it. Now, granted, I've said some stupid stuff along the lines too. But these are the ones that say stupid stuff constantly. Take my friend Joe. It's not his real name, but that's what I'm going to call him for this story. He came over yesterday, and me and the wife were sitting in the backyard. He walks over. He's sitting down telling us a story about his work. Tells us about this young kid he has working for him. He's 23 years old. Does a halfway job at work. Well, the kid's got no life experience. And today's kids, they ain't got no work ethic anyway. So we're sitting there listening to his story. About that time, Joe's young daughter walks over. And she's got, as I see, her socks, no shoes on. And her socks are mismatched. I said, "Hey kid, you know your socks don't match?" She goes, "I know." I said, "But I bet you go in the house, you're going to find another pair that looks just like it." She giggles, goes, "Yeah, probably." And so she asks her dad a question. She goes back on home. Joe starts telling us a story about socks now. And he goes, "Yeah, I gave up on trying to match her socks because every time I do, she just wears which one she wants to." And he goes, "But I have a hell of a time with my socks. It takes me about 20, 30 minutes every time I do laundry to match my socks up." Now I'm thinking to myself, how hard is it to match socks up? You take one sock, you match the color up, you fold them over, you put them to the side. He goes, "Well, I got white socks and black socks." Well, that's pretty easy. Joe's not colorblind, so I think it'll be a pretty simple task. Unless he's got like 500 pairs of socks. But anyway, well, he starts telling us, he goes, "The reason it takes me so long is because I got left socks and right socks." Me and the wife turn to each other and look. Turn back. I'm thinking, left and right socks? I have never heard of this in a day in my life. 58 years. Never heard of a left or a right sock. See, my socks are ambidextrous. I can put one on the left side. Guess what? I can take it off, put it on the other side, and it fits just fine. But apparently he's got magic socks that have to go on certain feet. Anyway, each their own. He starts telling us, "Yeah, I got to find all the left socks, put them in a pile, and all the right socks, put them in a pile. And then I got to match them up. That takes me forever. It gets frustrating." Me and the wife are just sitting there kind of giggling. So we never heard this stuff before. Maybe we're old school. I don't know. Then he proceeds to tell us, goes, "I thought about labeling these socks." Well, that'd be a good idea. Cut down your time. He goes, "Yeah, thought about labeling them R and NR. Again, me and the wife look at each other. I go, "What the hell is R and NR? He goes, "Now get this, folks. Right and not right." I said, "You just said that shit out loud too, didn't you? You know, you could put R and L for right and left." "Oh yeah, I guess I could do that," Joe said. "Dude, you need some serious therapy." He goes, "Man, I'm going to stop talking to you because you call me out on everything I say that's dumb, don't you?" Yes, I do. You just figuring this out? Anyway, let's go on to Billy. Billy is the king of stupid. Yes, he is. He needs a helmet on 24 hours a day. But I like Billy. Billy's a good guy. Strong work ethic. Give me the shirt off his back. And he really is a great guy. But, God, dang, folks. He says some stupid stuff. So we're out in the yard, chilling. Billy stops by. We're talking about the eclipse, me and the wife. Billy joins in. He goes, yep, too bad we can't see the eclipse today because of the clouds and stuff. And Billy says, but you know, if we could see it, you gotta look to the southeast anyway. We're going, why would we look to the southeast? He goes, that's where the sun rises. No, sun rises in the east, Billy. No, not anymore. Enlighten us, Billy. He goes, yeah, there's more people living in the northern hemisphere now, so the Earth's off its axis. So it rises in the southeast and sits in the northwest now. Billy, next time you have a thought, let it go. You're wrong, Billy. But in case you're right, we need to get some people to move the southern hemisphere to get the sun back where it needs to go. Unfrickin' believable. Then Billy will come up to me and he'll say something like $15.99. Okay, what's $15.99? Don't you remember? $15.99. I'm playing match game 76 now. The price of a steak. Nope. $15.99. What is price of laundry soap? Don't you remember? No, I have no idea what you're saying. All you did is give me a number. And one day he came up and said, soap. What soap, Billy? Soap. Yeah, I hear the word. I know what soap is. But what are you trying to tell me, Billy? I need more information. You can't remember soap. See, Billy remembers a conversation we had 3, 4, 6 months ago that I asked him a question on. And then he finally remembers to answer me. And instead of saying, hey, remember you asked me what the price of this was 6 months ago on this special item? It's $15.99. I just found out the price of this lawnmower part. Or, remember you wanted to borrow some soap? Do you still need that soap? No, he just says, soap. Billy, stop saying stupid shit. Now, I also got his friend that we went to a bonfire. That when you go to a bonfire, you're there to enjoy, what is it? A fire. Well, the fire started going down. And so I decided to put more wood on the fire. So I threw the wood on the fire. And this individual decides to tell me, hey, you know, you put more wood in that fire's going to get bigger. Yeah, that's the goal. And that wood's going to make the fire hotter. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of cold out here, so that's why I'm putting more wood on it. And when that wood starts burning and it gets bigger and more flames are going, it's going to put out more heat. You realize that, don't you? I said, exactly. That's what we're here for. Well, it's going to put out a lot of heat and I'm going to get too hot sitting by it. Yeah, what's your point? Well, I don't want to get too hot. Well, since I can't move the fire, maybe you could move your lawn chair away from the fire so you don't get too hot. Maybe that concept might work for you. Now, do I really have to have this conversation with a grown adult? It's common sense, people. That same individual was with me one time and was holding a backpack and was complaining about how heavy the backpack was as we were standing around talking, and said, man, this backpack is so heavy. "Oh, geez, his backpack is heavy." I said, "Hey, maybe if that backpack is too heavy for you and we're just standing around chit-chatting, think about this. Take the backpack off your arm, set it on the ground. It might not be as heavy till we're ready to leave. Why do I have to treat a grown adult like a child? Why are my friends kind of dense sometimes? Do you have friends like this? Tell me I'm not the only one. Please. Please tell me that I don't have the only friends that are this way. Please put down in the comments that you have some too. I can't be the only one like this. Because Billy comes up with these sayings that most people know, like his elevator doesn't go all the way to the top, but he'll say his elevator doesn't slide all the way to the right. Or he's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. He'll say he's not the sharpest spatula in the toolbox. The lights are on, but nobody's home. He'll say the bulbs burn out, but I think they're at work. Billy, put the helmet on, stay inside, and just smile. Anyway, call him out when they do that stuff. I told Billy every time he says something stupid, you owe me $50. Right now, I'm up to about $250,000. I know I'll never see it. But everybody's here for your entertainment. They're all here for my entertainment. Call them out on that stuff. Let me know in the comments if you got friends like this. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, people. Much love. Oh, one more thing. I got a friend that's seen a sign that said 3 pedestrian crossings ahead. And they asked me, how does that sign know there's 3 people crossing the street? I said, well, guess what? There's a little guy in a bush out there. He's got a pair of binoculars that every time he sees someone cross the street, he runs out there real fast and changes the number on there. Until next time, folks, much love. Help me get some smarter friends. Love y'all.